Okay, it is 5:02 PM on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. We'll call the Board of Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Weigel. Here. Smith. Here. Daniel.
Here. In front of you are the minutes from our last meeting on May 27th. I did have one small change that I gave to Leslie, and that was regarding, what was that regarding? Do you remember?
I don't think it was in,
I sent it to
This-
Sally, I'm sorry.
the, Mr. President.
Oh, yes, it was the Perez, where it says, I'm sorry, where it says,
It's on the front page, first page, Mayor.
okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, where it says, noted under the encroachment agreement for Perez and the inconsistency in the last name, basically that it needs to say something like, Mayor Daniel noted the inconsistency for the last name of Perez in the encroachment agreement. So just clearing up what that actually means. So besides that, were there any changes or corrections?
I didn't have it.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve with the noted change.
Second.
Motion seconded for the discussion.
Just another.
All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is the encroachment agreement for 216 North Line Street. You'll remember this came in front of us at the last meeting. We tabled it. Mr. Cureton worked with Gary, with the police chief, and with me, and with Dan a little bit. And I think we came up to let's see here. Came up with a solution. So with that diagonal, they set up the sticks. We asked them to take 2 more sticks away and make that a little bit more diagonal. It opens up the line of sight. Gary, you said you and the deputy chief looked at it. You're good to go. You said you're good with it. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that we approve the encroachment agreement for 216 North Line Street as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded for the discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Next up is the encroachment agreement for 406 South Pumpkin Ridge Court. Come on up. Need name and address, please, even if I just said it.
Vernon Dana LaRue, 406 South Pumpkin Ridge Court.
Okay,
It's a new address. I've got to say it slow, otherwise I'll mess it up.
that's okay. So you guys are putting the fence in basically half of your backyard? Is that what I'm looking
Yeah,
at?
it's side to side, half the backyard. It's
Yeah.
basically for our dogs.
For the dogs to run?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Any concerns with utilities from our department heads? Any questions of the board?
No, I was just looking there at covering up most of that easement back behind, but like I said, it's not really our
Problem.
concern at this point, so I mean, if RMC or any of the above need to get back there, we need to
Yep.
understand that that company will either take it down or you have to take it down so they can get back and do whatever they need to do, but like I say, I think that'll look really nice for you.
Yep. Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the encroachment agreement for 406 South Pumpkin Ridge Court.
I'll second.
Motion seconded for the discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. So next steps, we will take this agreement, after we sign it, we'll send it over to the Planning and Building Department tomorrow morning. So anytime
Should go
basically
pull permit.
after tomorrow, you should be good to go.
So
over
anytime
there.
after tomorrow to pull a permit?
It'll
or
be done by noon.
By
There you
noon?
go.
Okay.
So
I just need to know what to tell my contractor to know when he
Yep.
can go get it, so.
Yep, sounds
Okay,
good.
very good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good rest of the day. Next up is a street closing permit for the Old Settlers Day Parade. This is on June 21st, line up at 3:30 PM and parade at 6 PM. I don't think that there's significant changes. Gary, are you good with Old Settlers Day Parade? You don't have any questions? Okay.
And I'm meeting with her too, so
Okay.
it should be the same as last year.
Yeah, but Veronica wasn't doing it last year, right?
Correct.
So it is a new person, but they're following the same method, if you will. Any questions from the board?
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the street closing permit for the American Legion Old Settlers Day Parade as presented.
I'll second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor should put the usual sign. It is unanimous. This could be be record time, depending on how quickly Lisa gets to these bills.
Wait till
Oh,
next week.
no.
Wait till next time. Okay, Lisa, bills.
I make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $664,291.36 for the allowance of accounts payable vouchers dated June 10th, 2025.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $679,409.10 from the allowance of account payable vouchers dated June 10th, 2025 for EFT payments.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous.
And I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable except overtime in the amount of $293,597.61, plus overtime in the amount of $11,741.29, for a total of $305,338.90 for the pay file ending 5/30/2025.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous. Department head reports. Kelly.
Yeah, our concrete crew has been busy out at Eagle Glen. We put a couple ramps in out there, and we are moving up to the corner of Eagle Glen Trail, behind hole number 1. Working on that, and hopefully we can get concrete in the end of this week, and probably try to dirt it and everything next week. And Line Street's had a little bit of construction going on today on there. Brooks Construction's been working on ADA ramps, corner Van Buren and Line, and they're gonna be moving, they were working at Jackson too. And we had a sewer repair that Wygens was working on for us at Jefferson and Line, and got that taken care of today, so other than that, that's.
Good. Questions of Kelly? Thank you. Sean?
So we're still working on 50 East of Collins Street, replacing that overhead primary that goes through the backyard of those lots. Everything has been poured. We're gonna start digging in boxes and other things this week, based on weather, obviously. Still changing poles, got 2 of them done today. We have another one lined up first thing tomorrow morning, so we're knocking them out pretty quickly. We did bring a new employee in. He seems, Josh Harder is his name. He seems like a really good fit. We're pretty excited to have him, so if you see a new face.
I'm sorry?
Said if you see a new face.
Oh,
then,
see a new face, okay.
That's true. Started working a little bit with our clerk treasurer there on our charges and fees for different things that we charge or projects we do. Updating that, started doing some research on what other utilities are charging, so look forward to getting with her on updating that very quickly, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. All City USA trees have been removed and ground.
No.
That we are going to ground. And we're going to start working on getting topsoil and seed straw on those in the next couple of weeks as well, depending on weather.
Questions of Sean? Thank you. Chip?
We still have like 3 stumps left ground, so it's just, we've had some issues, but we're working through it. Blue River Trail is coming along slowly. They've got concrete at, concrete's up past old BJ Reynolds, so they're getting ready to start going across Main Street. Skate park was landscaped last week. It looks beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. We're still waiting for grass seed. We are proceeding on moving forward with Adora, designate outdoor recreation.
Refreshment.
I like recreation so much better. Area for downtown to assist some of the restaurants with their liquor license. So be expecting that here within the next few months. And other than that, things are plugging ahead.
Questions of Chip? Thank you. Mike?
We've got the 6-inch main done, laid up there on North Park Drive. Our first bacteria test did not pass, so the one today, if it did, we took today, we hope it passes, then we gotta pass one more, and then we can start hooking houses up on it.
So that basically means that after the water was put in the pipe and all that kind of stuff, that didn't pass, but the second test did, you said?
Well, we don't know.
Oh,
We took it this
We
morning,
took it this morning, gotcha.
but we're hoping it does. If not,
Yeah,
we'll chlorinate it again and start over.
start over, okay. Questions of Mike? Thank you, Mike. Mike?
Shout out to the fire department for coming to my house on Sunday evening, and also the electric department for coming to the house on Sunday evening, and also yesterday to get some partial power restored back to the house. So nothing major, just a small fire in the breaker box. So I have a new breaker box put in on Thursday, and roll like new. Let's see, force main project, checked on all that today, checked with Greg the inspector, and we came up with, there's a couple sinkholes that need repair. The water line at Jefferson still needs replaced, or not replaced, but repaired, it has a leak in it. And some seating around the ARV valve over there, 901 East Jefferson, that they had a really nice lawn, and we went in there and put that in, and I'm not happy with the seating, so they need to redo all that, because there was an email that they wanted to submit their final payment, and I sent an email out today that their final payment would not be accepted, or request would not be accepted until these are taken care of, so.
Gotcha.
Still working on the sludge hauling. We don't have a start date yet, but the samples are in to get a landfill permit. Merrill Brothers is working on that, and met with a guy from Alliance Indiana Rural Water today, try to help us out with some issues that we're having there. And he ran some tests, we ran some numbers, performed those calculations, and came up with a plan that we're going to start implementing slowly. You can't change things too quick because it just will mess everything up. So we started today, and we'll gradually work into it and see if that helps us out. So seems like we have too much sludge inventory in our system.
Okay.
And I just have too much sludge everywhere up there. So
It's true.
it's ridiculous. But anyway, it's changed the way we used to be able to run it. We can't run that way now, so we'll have to come up with something new. So that's why we're implementing this new process and try this adjustment. So hopefully it works. Items, our inspector, I already preempted him when he was in to do splash pad, so I told him that, we would have some violations again, or not again, some violations for May. So because of this issue, but we are working on it, so
Gotcha.
that's all I've got.
Questions of Mike? Thank you, sir. Thomas?
Things are busy, I guess that's good, but not necessarily, so I'll leave it at that. Two of the three new guys have gotten through their books. The third guy's really close, so they should be all done with that this week. That means it's their training. They had to have all their certs to get hired on our department, but to get up to date with us, it takes a bit. So they're about all signed off on all that. All the hydro testing on all of our bottles that we wear on our backs and the ones in the station that we fill off of, for the ones on our backs, have went through hydro testing and is complete. Kudos to Lance Beers. He kind of took on the fixed assets that Leslie and Rosie and Katie make us do every year. It's their fault. Lance kind of took that on and completed it, so I have to give him credit for that. Evals are a little over half done. Again, that's the mayor's fault. And fix that, well, like what to fix that? Old Settlers, we all had a meeting with Old Settlers Day Committee this week.
Is there a mouse in your pocket? It's not all.
Not all.
Some
Well,
people at the
some.
table, and myself, and Leslie, and others had a meeting, yes.
Okay.
I just didn't know if it.
Which is a really good thing. It used to be we would all sit down at the same table and there were things that didn't happen, and it's really good every year to sit down and have those conversations. What can we do better to improve the situation and work together on it than be feuding over things all the time. So I take my hat off to them for doing that with us. Flag Day detail is coming up June 14th. That's the Elks Flag Day. I think it starts at 10 this year, if I'm not mistaken, or 10:30.
So the America 250 program starts officially at 10 on the courthouse square, and then at 10 o'clock, and then I think Flag Day is somehow like either right after it or something. It's somehow coordinated together, so, yeah.
So that's coming up, and then our ladder testing is the 16th and 17th, so that's a fun day. Again, I spoke on that last time, so if you want to see some crazy things done to ladders that we have to get back on, stop them.
Question to Tom. Thank you, Tom. Terry?
Well, I want to give a shout out to the electric department because they got the fiber terminated in the Columbia City Jail. And when they went to work on the other part to hook it to the network, they found out that part of our network was down.
Okay.
And they tracked it down and they're already repairing it. So that's all happening in one day, which is impossible to get done by any company to come in and do that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's great news. Along with that news, both of the projects for Eagle Park and the jail, all the equipment came in today. So we're gonna get SOS get dug up here. He's gonna change his schedule and start getting the Cisco routers and everything switches programmed so we can get those two sections live. Also working with Doug to see if we can get a program to be able to determine if our network is up. The fiber ring, to check the fiber ring so that we can check it constantly and monitor it. So we don't have to wait until something breaks or we go to do something to find out something is broken. So
Gotcha.
that's all I got.
Question to Terry. Thank you. GP?
All right, Officer Leatherman's last day as a police officer was Friday. He retired as a police officer. However, I do want to thank him for his 26.5 years of service to the Columbia City Police Department, this community, and the city of Columbia City. He will continue working as a civilian in a civilian role for the city as a city code enforcement coordinator, which that's a new position in the city, so it's kind of been ebb and flow right now, and we're working to get it going and working on policies and how to get things better, so get the city looking beautiful again. So, then he'll also be working with the county building department and the county housing authority as well, so try to keep the buildings looking good and everything. So, new officers are doing well. Officer Sturgis is doing great down at the academy. I think they've lost like 11 people or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Got the whole academy, so.
Okay.
Tornado sirens have been ordered. They'll be replaced as soon as they come in. And get them working good. First Friday went well, and just gearing up for Old Settlers.
Question to Gary. Thank you. I have one biweekly report from Matt Hayden, who's out this week. Obviously, no new major projects. Aquatic Center is going okay. Obviously, we've had some cooler days. We've had some wet days. So I think we're finally, maybe the next week and change, hitting some hot temperatures, which is good for that. They are going to start getting the bleachers and picnic tables downtown for Old Settlers next week. Obviously, they're gearing up for the 4th of July, which is celebrated on the 3rd of July at Morses Park, so invite everybody down for that. Leslie?
I have nothing.
Marcia, you have anything? I know you're on the phone, but...
I do, can you hear me?
Yes, let me move you over to a microphone. Go ahead.
Not legal, but I spoke to somebody who was one of the top skateboarders in the state in design of facilities, and he said Columbia City, if it doesn't have the best in the state, it's awfully close. So
cool.
Just wanted to congratulate
Awesome.
all of you on a job well done.
Thank you for that, Marcia. That's great. I appreciate that.
That's all his money.
So obviously we have a lot of things going on right now. We have completed the budget meetings in my office. Leslie and I met this afternoon to talk through budget stuff. And so we're, again, as I mentioned, we're kind of in a holding pattern until we know, generally speaking, well, we got to close out June's, but then we also have to kind of get our revenue forecast and things like that. As I mentioned to the department heads, and I've said, I think you guys, at least the council, we don't know. you know, with Senate Rolled Act 1, I don't know where we're gonna land. I don't know if we're gonna have to cut $1 million from our budget. It won't be $1 million. I use that as an exaggeration, but I don't know if we'll have to cut a couple $100,000 from the budget. I don't know if we'll be in good shape. I've told the department heads we're on a flatline budget next year. We do anticipate 0 new hires next year. I will, at least as of right now, allow backfilling of positions if people leave or retire, but we're hiring no new staff members next year. I think we can still do some projects, but again, if it comes that we have to cut a ton of money from the budget, then we'll have to figure out what to do with that. So that's kind of preliminary. We've been working on that. We're going into evaluations, as mentioned, so I have a lot of evaluations this week, a few next week. Some different things that are kind of coming up right now. We have as I mentioned, the America 250 program on Saturday. America 250 is the celebration of our whatever 250th anniversary is, the Seska Bicentennial something, or I don't know what the name of it is, but that, I should know. But anyways, it's the 250th anniversary of America. We are celebrating as a community, as a state, and as a country, starting, I think we're sort of unofficially starting this coming Saturday, but it's really July 4th of 25 through July 4th of 26. Obviously, 26 will be the 250th official anniversary date. So we got some things that I'm on a sort of a planning team, so we're working on a couple of different things. They were, I think, at the First Friday event and things like that. So this coming Friday, I'll be handing out mailboxes to CCHS seniors, which is something I love doing every year. So that's kind of cool. We also have Saturday evening the summer theater camp for Whitley Arts Partnership. They have their presentation, their performance on Saturday afternoon. So you know where I'll be because Little Red's in that. Let's see what else. A reminder that at the next meeting, the next board meeting, I will not be here. So two of you either need to be here or you need to get rescheduled.
Oh, I can't do that.
Dan's in charge, I guess, in that regard. But nevertheless, so I won't be here at the next meeting. As also a reminder, June 19th is Juneteenth. The city recognizes that as a holiday and celebrates that, and so we actually will have City Hall closed on June 19th. Besides that, and obviously Old Settlers happening all of next week, and that craziness that happens and stuff, I do think that the board has been really good to work with. I think they've tried to keep us informed. They've taken, I think, every one of our suggestions. They've worked with us in a lot of good ways, as Tom kind of mentioned, and so I as long as weather holds up and everything goes as we are planning and they're planning, I think we'll have a good Old Settlers week. So I think that's all I have for right now. Dan?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, until you have a situation with your family that our...
You're good. You're good.
The professionalism of dispatch, our police department, our fire department. My nephew's still here. He got T-boned out at 109 and 30 early Saturday, early Sunday morning, about 1:15. And because of how well they are trained and the leadership we have in place, he's still here. By all rights, he could have been a fatality that night. But because of how well our people are trained, we have the best.
Yes, we do.
I firmly believe that. Because he had me cut out, and my sister may want me to be sure to tell y'all. You guys, she said there was the most high-level professionalism out of our dispatch, because she called him first, and then high level how our police officers handled her, which sometimes could be a challenge. Handled her at the scene, and then how well our fire department got him cut out of that vehicle, and if you've seen the vehicle, there's no reason why he's still here. So it's a miracle from God that he's still here, and the level of people that we have here, we have the best, by far the best people in Columbia City. And very proud to say that we're from Columbia City, because we have the best personnel, and it all starts from the training from the top. And I'm so grateful for you guys, because otherwise, he might not be here. So, thank you from our family. I don't know how else to say that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. That means a lot. Please.
I don't have any.
Okay. We have nobody in the press and nobody in the audience, so we will call the meeting adjourned. Thank you.